Okay, so we don't get hung up on caged. It's great, but there's a lot of overlap in cage. So, say starting from the C box here, the root is the root in the C shape, and it's also the root in the A shape. The A shape root's also the root in the G shape. The G shape root is also the double G shape root. Root is also the double um, E shaped root. The E shaped root is also the D string root in the D shape, and once again back where we started, the D shape root is also the C shape root in the C shape. All right, so that is the story of caged, and this is the caged circle, CAGED. Caged and the 7L diagram go together. Why? Because you have this overlap. S2S, S3S, S2L. S2L, S3L. Okay? The S2L is probably backwards. S2L, S3L, S3L, S2L. But it's caged because there's overlap. That's why you don't see a whole S2L here. You know, this is an S2L right here, 3, 5, 6 root. 3, 5, 6 root. But because of the overlap, I wanted to show an entire S3L there. 2, 3, 5, 6 root 2 is an S3L. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 root 2. It's right there. So I needed to show that, and you don't see an entire 3, 5, 6 root there. So what's more important, colors or numbers? Numbers. So that's the cage system where these guys share notes. In this particular diagram, they're sharing more than just the border notes. But it depends if you want to play a pentatonic or a diatonic. If you're playing a diatonic, they still do share that many notes. Okay. If you're only playing a pentatonic, they're sharing the border notes of the S3S here. They're only sharing the root and the 5. Let's say this S2L and this S3S, stack of 3 short. We're only sharing the root and the 5 there. Okay? This stack of 3 short, 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Okay? As far as this border, they're only sharing the 3 and the 6 pentatonically. They would be sharing the 4, 3, and the 6 diatonically. Now, the reason why I haven't assigned a cage shape to these, such as, hey, this looks like D shape, and this would be C shaped. I just gave each line a shape, so you know G shape is 6 to root, you know C shape is 3 to 5, you know E shape's root to 2 or 7 root to 2, Locrian there, and you know A shape is 5 to 6, and you know D shape is 2 to 3. The reason why I didn't say like I used to, and I don't have to get the old chart for that, and call this a D and this a C, is because it depends on what string you start on. You can start on any of the 5 strings. So we could start on any of the 5 strings. Here's the bottom string, 2 sharing the 3 and the 5. Here's the C shape here, sharing. the D shape there. But if you want to do it up here, starting that D shape from the second string, you have a D shape starting up here, and that shape belongs to the G shape, and the C shape that starts on that string belongs to the E shape. Well, what happened there? Look at the string circle. Okay, start a D shape from the second string, you get a G shape. Okay, and then start a C shape from the second string, you get an E shape. Okay, so that's the caged, and it's the way it can be used with using the basic 7L pattern as an on-string horizontal motion. So you don't have to get this now that these letters are here, and we don't assign a cage shape to these because they're patterns. It would be like trying to assign a particular cage shape, or any shape at all, not necessarily related by cage, but it could be related by magic circle, to this diagram. Because why is this diagram as high as it is? Because it's got every instance to cover all of those possibilities. So, and it's unwarped. We've got the 3 there, we've got our 6 there, we've got our 2 there, we got our 5, and we got our 7 right down there. So it's 5 strings for each one of them. So it covers every case. So now we're going to employ that same strategy over to the magic circle based transition from an S3L to an S2L on string. So now we're not going like this. We're not doing it all the way up in the D shape. Okay, that's 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, and then 7, 2, 3, 5, and then a warped up 6 root. Trying to do that Marlboro song, kicks my ass every time. So it's going to be on string. That's what it's about. It's about a horizontal transition on string. Using now, we're not going to be going caged. The 7 root 2 is its own shape. It's E-shaped, or it's Locrian, but it's pretty much E-shaped. And we're going to skip the 2, 3, 4. That's no longer what we're targeting. We're targeting the 3, 4, 5 that is the next magic shape over. In the magic circle, if we look at this 7 root 2 here, all right, let's just look at the base diagram. From the 2, which is a D-shaped in the magic circle, we'll be going up to what? It says right here, magic circle, we're going from a D shape. Okay, but there's a problem there, because the on string connection to this 2, 3, 4 is not what we're looking at. Okay, I fixed it. Let's just make sure we have our magic circle showing. So if we looked at just the 2, 3, 4